Hi guys! So you've been working so hard writing all of these letters. Now you might want to actually mail one of the letters. So it's important that you know how to write the address on an envelope if you really want to put it in the mail. And of course you'll need a stamp, which does cost a little bit of money, but let's just practice how we write the address. Okay, so first you have to find out what the address of the person you're writing to is. So let's say you just wrote a letter to your aunt. How could you find out her address? Yeah, maybe you could ask your parents. Maybe you can look it up online. Sometimes you can find people's addresses that way. Or some people have an address book at home that lists out everyone's addresses. So that would be something to ask your family about. Okay. How are you going to find out your address? Because you don't just put the person's address, you put yours so that they could always write it back to you if they wanted, or if you forgot to put a stamp, the post office would return it to you. So how can you figure out your address? Okay, ask somebody in your house. Yep. Look at your apartment number, look at the street you live on or your house number. Awesome. Okay. So now, in your student notebooks, I want you to draw a rectangle that's big enough for you to write in. And here's why. If I'm pretending this is my envelope. So the stamp is a square and it's going to go right there. The person you're writing to, you put the address here and then you put your own address up here. So let's start by practicing writing our own address. You have to start with your name. So I would write Mrs. Holbrook. Okay, it's going to be 3 lines long. So if you want to draw 3 lines for yourself, you can, or if your notebook has lines in it, that's fine too. The next line is the house or apartment number and the street. So I'm just going to make up an address. Um, Start with the number. Maybe I'm on 89 Flag Road. And you can write out the word road or you can abbreviate it. So you have to figure out if you live on a road, a circle, a street, um, a place, a way. And then the last line is where you would write the town. We live in Rockland. And then you'd put a comma and the state. The postal abbreviation for Massachusetts is MA. Every state has a different abbreviation. It's 2 letters that are part of the word of the state. So since Massachusetts starts with MA, that's what it is. So of course, I'm putting uppercase letters on all of these proper nouns. So Rockland and MA, and then we put the zip code. All towns have a different number combination to help the post office know where to deliver it. So in Rockland, we are 02370, 02370. So for all of you that live in Rockland, this is what the third line will be. You already know your name, so you have to make sure you know your street address. And then if we were really sending this letter, right here is where I would write who I'm sending it to. So if I was sending it to Aunt Betty, and maybe she lives on 2 Pond Street, Rockland, comma, MA 02370. Okay, and then my little stamp up here, and I can put this bad boy in the post office, on the mailbox, and put the flag up if I put it in my mailbox, and send it off to my Aunt Betty. So your job today for writing is I want you to practice writing your address. This is something that you should know how to do. So in your notebook, whether you ended up drawing the rectangle or you just write it on the lines in the notebook, I want you to practice writing your address 5 times. All right, good luck and have fun.